Multiplying fractions, just repeat it back to me. Multiplying fractions.
Multiplying fractions.
Multiplying fractions.
Multiplying fractions.
Means finding part.
Means finding part.
Of a part.
Of a part.
Half of a fourth.
Half of a fourth.
I have 1/4.
I have 1/4.
I only get to keep half of it.
Only get to keep half of it.
Half of a fourth is an eighth.
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 It's part of a part.
It's part of a part.
Alright, go ahead and pick up your pencil. Let's see what it looks like for you. Drawing these models, you're going to be representing the multiplication problem using the exact same strategy we just used. So pick up your pencil. Let's find half of 1/3. Half of 1/3. Now some of you are very quickly going to see the pattern and predict the answer. I'm not worried about the answer, I'm worried about the model. I'm worried about the
model.
Good, the picture that represents the problem. I'm going to draw one hole underneath my problem. How much of that hole do I have? Quiet hint. How much of that hole do I have? Sena?
1.
Sena, go ahead and catch up to us. I notice you have a boxed answer, but not really an idea of what we're doing. How much of this hole do we have? Kibibi?
1/2.
Nope. We're trying to find half of a part, but we don't have that part represented yet. How much of this hole do we have? Joshua?
1/6.
Alright, third time's the charm. Essence, how much of this hole do we have?
1/3.
We have 1/3, so let's split it into 3 equal parts. Take a look. I'm splitting it horizontally. I'm splitting it
horizontally.
Go ahead. You're behind, Santa. Very behind. Catch up. Now, how many of those thirds do I have? How many of those thirds do I have? Maya?
You have one of those.
I have one of those thirds. So I want you to use just little horizontal lines, and shade in 1/3. Not an art project, just real quick. But how much of that third do I get to keep? How much of that third do I get to keep? I want to find one blank of that third. I want to find one blank of that third. Shemaiah?
2/3.
I want to find one. Still with you, Shemaiah. I want to find one. What's it say? I want to find 1/2 of this third. I want to find 1/2 of this
third.
So I need to split the whole thing in half. I need to split the whole thing in
half.
Go for it. Just straight down the middle. How many of those halves am I going to shade in? How many of those halves am I going to shade in? I have 2 halves. 1/2, 2 halves. How many of the halves am I going to shade in? Lynetta?
1.
One of them. So this time, let's use vertical lines to shade in 1/2. Let's use vertical lines to shade in 1/2. Go ahead. The product is the intersection. The product is the
intersection.
I could walk outside right now to the intersection of Florence and Van Ness, but it wouldn't be a very good idea. What is an intersection? What is an intersection? We're really, really close to the intersection of Florence and Van Ness. What is an intersection? Justin Allen?
When
Louder?
When ions intersect, when they connect.
When they connect, all right, so here what would the intersection be? Where there's what and what? Justin, you've got it. Just sound confident. Justin, go ahead.
When the blue intersects with the red.
Great. So the intersection is just this one piece. The intersection is where the blue lines and the red lines cross. That's where the blue lines and the red lines cross. So what is half of my blue third? What is half of my blue third? Take a look. Alright, track the yellow piece. This is the intersection of the half and the third. So what is the value of just this yellow piece? What is half of my third? What is this yellow piece? Half of my third. Tell your table what you think. Why 6?
Yeah, because
Well, how many pieces are you going to cut into?
Your answer is 1/6.
Great. You can hear me look up? Alright, let's see if you can fill in the blank. When I cut thirds in half, get your mouth ready. When I cut thirds in half, I get 6. Nice job. Now, if I only get 1/2 of that third, how many pieces did I get? If I only get 1/2 of that third, how many pieces did I get? Ivana? 1. Nice job. So let's see if we can step it up a little bit and look at a time where we're not dealing with numerators that are both 1.